You may be saying, why is this the coin? Why are we looking at Chainlink?
I'm not a financial advisor.
It's RWA. Is it RWA? I don't know. What is an RWA? It's a real world asset. I finally found what I was looking for. It's a real world asset. It's something that's tokenized. Okay, well, where does Chainlink come into that process? Well, I'm so glad you asked. And there is one thing that Chainlink is doing that I actually didn't even realize that was such a big part of their business. They have a whole part of their business, more evidence of what they see what's coming with Pyth. They see it. They see it. I hope you do too, guys. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys are not sleeping on that. But make sure to smash the like button if you guys like when we go over altcoins. We show you what's going on. We can't wait to show you about what's going on with Chainlink. Let's pop up our graphic here. All right. Chainlink. It is the largest and most adopted Oracle network. It's the backbone of DeFi and RWAs. It's a cross-chain powerhouse, not nearly as many chains as Pyth. It has institutional adoption. So Chainlink is a multi-chain, but Ethereum is its primary home. So I had a really interesting conversation with one of my bots this morning as we were, planning out our altcoin spotlight for the next week. And, at first he came back and he was like, look, I want to talk to you about Chainlink. What I have it do, have it go build a report, come back, give me a report. And then we talk about it, I ask some questions, and then we format the information the way we want it. And so what happens is it's just so amazing. Like even the AI, it's automatic is to call Chainlink a decentralized Oracle project. And it's not. It's an interesting nuance, it's an interesting difference. You look at Pyth. Pyth is a project of decentralized oracles. Chainlink is a decentralized network of oracles. You see, and tomorrow we're going to be getting into all the reasons that there is a difference, and you're going to really start to see. Today, we're just going to talk about Chainlink, but I want you guys to really understand that it's not decentralized oracles. And I know you may think that's nitpicky. It is not. And it is the key to why Pyth is going to absolutely crush it. And Chainlink is a roadmap for what Pyth can do, I think, in a shorter amount of time. So looking at the numbers here for Chainlink, market cap, $12 billion, fully diluted value, about 30% higher or so. Volume pretty good. Circulating supply, you look at the supply numbers, I think, isn't there a billion? Is that how many there is? Yeah, 1 billion tokens. You can see there are, about 63.8% of them are out. Like I said, somewhere around 60%. And you can look at just the kind of, quick chart here at the bottom and see it had a big run up. But the difference is it really, this back here, you can't even really see the 2018, 2019. If we were to zoom in on that, well, actually we'd have to go the other way, but let's go here. If we were to zoom in on that, you'll see that actually, was
best performing coin of the bull run.
Of the bear market.
Or that's what I meant.
Like this little shark fin right here, where this thing went from 50 cents all the way up to $3.49. I mean, back here was it 30 cents, 27 cents in July of 2018. So
10x in a bear market.
10x in a bear market, and then went on to have this massive run. And it's been a significant project. You say, how did it do that? Well, it did that through partnerships. It did through marketing and partnerships. It had all kinds of different, aspects of it. But it is the largest and most adopted Oracle network. It bridges blockchains and real world data. I should have said what an Oracle is. An Oracle is it's a box. Think of it as a box. And inside of that box, you have an input, which is something that's not on a blockchain. Okay. Something like the weather. I cannot take the weather and put it on a blockchain. It makes no sense. How can I do that? Like literally the weather. I can't do it. I can put different types of weather data on a blockchain, right? So that's a way that you take something that's off chain, like the weather. Don't think of the meteorologist showing you the numbers. Think of climate and the temperature and the precipitation. Think about that. The weather, you can't put that on the blockchain, but you can put the individual information, the data, and verifying the authenticity of that data is so important. And that is kind of what Chainlink assists, is that information heads to the blockchain. And there's going to be different sources where this comes from. Here's a key difference you're going to find out about Chainlink and Pyth, and I can't talk about these one without the other, is that Chainlink is a third-party aggregator. So what that means is when Chainlink is processing all this information, it would go around. This is a great way to look at this, guys. I'm just going to tell you, man, this is a phenomenal way to look at this. You really want to visualize this? You want to understand it? I'm going to show you right now, okay? Here's the difference between Chainlink and Pyth. Chainlink goes to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko to get the prices for the day. It goes to the two and it looks at them and it averages them together. And it verifies the data and it pushes it through. Okay? That's a good way to visualize. That's not a real thing, but I'm just saying this is a good way to visualize it, okay? Chainlink goes and it gets the information from CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Pyth goes to Bitcoin and to Ethereum and to XRP and gets the data. You see the difference? Chainlink goes to places that aggregate the data already. They're not going. This is why Pyth is so important, because it goes and verifies the actual price, like the actual feed, like what's reality, not the combination of data that some aggregators put together. But it's important to understand the way these networks work, I think, because it really, sometimes the opportunity is in the innovation of this. And you start to understand why there could actually be a problem with Chainlink. Why is this so important? Because Pyth works with all the financial companies. Pyth works with all the DeFi. Pyth is for financial verification and transactions and oracles. It's built for speed, okay? That's what it's built for. We call it high latency versus low latency. You think high latency, it's slow. Low latency, it's fast, I think is how that works. And that's how fast it's able to process the data that's coming in the requests, the push and pull requests, which are kind of some dev stuff.
It's always funny how like low latency means faster, but you would just trick your brain. You're thinking like, oh, it must be slower.
Yeah. I think about its inverse.
Right.
I know it's inverse on how you would think it would be. That's how I think about yields. Like when yields go up, it means economy go down. When yields go down, it means economy is going up. And it's inverse. And it's important to know those types of things that are inverse to each other, because when you see one, you can expect the other. Are you looking for a reliable crypto exchange with low fees and high security? The search can be overwhelming with so many options out there. Join Phemex using my affiliate link. Experience top-notch trading features, low fees, and strong security. Click the link in the description to get started today. Okay, so it works through oracles aggregating and verifying data. It ensures security, accuracy, and reliability. That's what the security is, what Chainlink offers that is higher than what Pyth offers, for instance. And that's what I was talking about with like the blockchain trilemma, the give and take, the push and pull. That's what it is. Why it matters. Chainlink still powers DeFi at this point to a certain extent, RWAs, but gaming, enterprise adoption, a lot of other things where Chainlink really is going to shine, I think, in the future. Really big institutional adoption and things like that. It secures billions of dollars in value across multiple blockchains. It's a critical data layer for Web3 infrastructure. Why it's interesting. It is the backbone of DeFi and RWAs. It's a cross-chain powerhouse. It's institutional adoption. We looked at that here a second ago on the graphic. But here's what's interesting. They've got some news here. They have their staking V.02 launch. This is upgraded staking, and it's supposed to increase the demand for Link, which increase of demand, you pull the graphic down, means higher price, right? That's the way that works. And then here's something that I didn't know they had. And we probably talked about at some point. You know they have a partnership with Swift?
Man,
I forgot about that.
I feel like I remember that now that you bring it back up.
Yeah. So CCIP is their cross-chain transactions. They've got price feeds. And here's something that is huge. I did not understand how big it was, and how you have to, now that I understand the difference between like Pyth and Chainlink, how they really operate and what the true difference is and why one's better for finance and one's better for something else. The reason is because proof of reserve is something that has came up because of FTX, the exchanges have to do to say, hey, we really have the money. Chainlink, when they verify something, the security of it is very, very strong. So the proof of reserve service that Chainlink offers crypto projects, exchanges, or whatever now, that is now a huge piece of their business. And that's great that they're moving into other stuff because they're going to need to. They're going to need to when Pitt takes over DeFi. So they got institutional partnerships, Swift. They've got the DTCC integrating Chainlink solutions. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of, maybe I would know, DTCC. Sounds like a Dubai agent organization, but not sure what that is. But anyways, Chainlink is scaling fast. It's not just speculation. It is real world adoption. Chainlink is a key piece of crypto infrastructure, securing billions across DeFi. With growing institutional adoption and staking upgrades, it's a top contender for long-term growth. Here is the bottom line, guys. The bottom line, you keep Chainlink on your radar, okay?